It's your girl, Jocelyn, aka Joss Boss, and I'm back with a new video. So the last time I posted on YouTube was about a year ago when I first started acting classes. And I don't even know where to start, like where can I even begin? Last year, 2022, was honestly the most challenging year of my life. To quickly sum it up, because I know the point of this video is to show you Houston cafes that I've discovered, but also to quickly like catch up with one another because I know I'm sort of inconsistent on this platform. But yeah, last year, long story short, right after I started acting lessons, I started to get auditions, which was a whole different process. Maybe I'll make a separate video and go more in depth about the audition process. But around March, something life-changing happened to me, and I was very hesitant to post about it, but you know, that changed my whole perspective of life after that incident last March. And ever since then, I've been living my life the way I want to live it. Meaning, now that I know my higher goal, which is to be an actor, to be in film, movies, TV shows, anything that doesn't align with that goal or help me become the person I want to be to reach that goal as well, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. I can't do it, anything that doesn't align, because it would just feel like my energy is being drained. And so learning that, having that revolution last year, was very eye-opening to me. So I took that time to sort of just rest, heal, reflect, get back into my hobbies, and just live slowly. Because I felt like before I was on the constant go trying to reach these milestones of life, but now that I'm older, I understand that, you know, it's about the journey, which is so cliche, but it's about the journey, being present and enjoying where you are right now, what's in front of you, and be optimistic about the future. Last year was definitely a resting year for me. I didn't even pick up any modeling gigs or really created all last year. But now it's 2023, and this is the year where I'm not gonna play around. This is where I'm gonna go hard. Now that I know what my dream is and what I'm living for, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen. Again, I was unemployed after getting fired last year around like summer. And so I picked up a job as a Taekwondo instructor around last year in November. And it was kind of funny how I got into it, but basically I needed cash, I needed a job, I was living off of savings, and I was running out of money, but I just didn't want to go into corporate, which I feel is not fitted for me. And again, post-grad life is just so confusing and very, you're just having all these existential crises. But I decided to go back into martial arts. I've been wanting to, and now that I know I want to be a full-time actor, I thought going back into martial arts would help me when it comes to stunts and just being able to develop my martial arts skills. But this time around, it's a different style, since I grew up with Kuksul Won, which is more traditional Korean martial arts. Taekwondo is a bit more applicable in everyday life, and it's heavy on kicks and breaking and sparring. So from November of 2022 to literally this past Saturday, today is March 30th, 2023, I was a Taekwondo instructor, which from that, I've learned that, I can be fulfilled in life doing something that I enjoy, and teaching children or, doing martial arts showed me that I can give a different value to other people. Because at the end of the day, like, why are we here? Why are we on this earth? Is to help other people. So that really opened my eyes and showed me that I was helping other people in a way that I couldn't even imagine before. Also, this past February, I was in a Taekwondo tournament. It's actually my first tournament in martial arts since 2014, I want to say. So it's been about like a decade. And I won first place, so I have my winning streak still from never ever earning less than a second place in a martial arts competition. I won first place in breaking. I did a jumping spinning hook kick and a flying front snap kick off a chair. So this is the video.
Dr. Jocelyn's up.
To wrap up, my Taekwondo instructor era, I just want to say thank you to Victor for giving me the job and also teaching me how to, do gymnastics or acrobatics, tricking, improving my kicks. And shout out to Bruce and Courtney for being talented students. And I can't name all my students, but just know that if you are watching this, I love y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all so much, and thank you for supporting me in my dream in becoming an actor. But fast forward to now, again, March 30th, 2023. I'm currently packing for Flowstorm this weekend. One of my goals this year was to get into fire performance or fire manipulation. I don't know, I always just thought, fire bending would be cool in real life. Plus, I don't know, it's just also conquering my fear of getting burned. Before I was sort of afraid to get burned, but now that I'm able to touch fire and actually play with fire, which by the way, kids, do not do this at home without the proper professional training and safety, it's really not that bad. Like, it's actually not even a fear anymore. I'm going to Austin this weekend to go to Flowstorm, which is a fire festival. So all weekend I will be attending these workshops on learning how to, like fire breathe, fire fans, fire dragon staff, tricking, like all these sort of skills this weekend. And I'm going with my fire instructor, Miss Yet. So shout out Miss Yet. She's one of the best instructors I've had. By the way, I am currently back in acting lessons. I did take a break from attending lessons maybe last summer to until this past month, because again, I was unemployed and couldn't afford it. But I am currently trying a different acting coach, and today is my last day of the 4-week program. Hopefully I have more content, more reels to post so that you can see my progress since the past year. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life completely. I just know my dream, my end goal, and that everything that I'm doing right now somehow, some way is preparing me for that opportunity or position in the future. Even if I don't know if it's coming or not, I just have faith and believe that I know it's gonna happen. It will happen, trust. So thank you for listening to my quick catch up. Now to the actual point of the video, which is Houston coffee. Please enjoy this video. Bluestone Lane is located in the Houston Heights near Rice Village. Every single time I go, I'm welcomed with awesome customer service. And they even let me go upstairs where they have an event space, which is typically blocked off to the public, but since I was filming, they let me, tour it. Usually when I go to Bluestone, I get and excuse me, I'm probably mispronouncing this, an Aussie iced latte, which is a double shot of espresso with vanilla ice cream and any choice of milk. I usually get regular milk. I know, I get regular milk. It's a super cute place to go and grab brunch with friends, so I highly recommend that if you get to go and visit Bluestone. The coffee house at West End is located next to a church, I believe West End Church, obviously. This cafe, I would say, is probably one of the larger cafes in Houston. It's 4 stories, I believe. The first floor is where you order your drink and there's seating. I believe there's also a stage where they occasionally host open mics. The second floor is just more seating. I do like the coffee house because it has comfortable seating. Most places in Houston, for whatever reason, has uncomfortable chairs, but this is one of the places that has sofas, which I greatly appreciate because I like to sit and enjoy my drink. The tippy toppest floor is the patio, or I think the rooftop, And it's not the largest rooftop, but it's large enough for, I would say, maybe like 10, 12 people. You can go up there, hang out, maybe smoke. I would double check if that's allowed, but it's a great spot. I recommend this place just because it's so spacious and it has comfortable seating. The only cons of this place is the fact that it's always packed. And parking is not too bad. There's a large parking lot and free street parking. But again, this place is super busy, so it would be hard to find a decent spot and be able to work a little bit. Not gonna lie, the first time I went to the coffee house, I had amazing coffee. But ever since they started hiring more baristas, the coffee sort of got inconsistent. But hey, I would recommend it because it's a great space and maybe you'll get lucky and get a good cup of coffee depending on whoever your barista is. One of the more recent cafes I visited is Fifth Vessel, which is located in downtown Houston. And it's actually sort of near or close to the University of Houston. So if you are a U of H student, hit this place up. Outside is absolutely gorgeous. It's covered in a mural. When you go inside, it's small but super cute. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Japan. But let's talk about the coffee. The coffee was good, although I've only went there once, and if you don't know my order, I typically get an iced latte, sometimes hot depending on how I feel. And although, yes, sure, it's a basic order, but if I'm trying a new place, I'm gonna get the basics, because if they can get the basics down, I can trust that their specialty drinks are going to be good. Versus, if they don't have their basics down, I can't really trust that their specialty drinks or other drinks are going to be that great. But I was not disappointed with this place. I would highly recommend. The employee that greeted me was super friendly and very welcoming, so highly recommend. Fix, which is located in Midtown. What can I say? I am a huge fan of Fix. I'm a regular. The baristas there are super friendly, easy to talk to, and super talented. Like I said before, the Houston coffee scene, the coffee can be inconsistent, but Fix I can rely on. When I go in, they make it good, they make it right, and how it's supposed to taste. So if you like a chill environment with good coffee and good company, this is the place. Although it's not Instagrammable, it's pretty straight up. So go here. The next cafe is Ginger Kale, which is located in Houston's Hermann Park. I've only been here one time just because I don't like the parking situation when it comes to visiting Hermann Park, but when I do feel like it, I'll do it. So when you go to Hermann Park, you must visit Ginger Kale, which is this small cafe somewhere in the middle of the park. I couldn't even tell you. There's plenty of outdoor seating, but I believe if it's raining, they close the cafe. But when they are open and you go inside, it's super cute. I got my usual order, an iced latte. I went with my younger sibling and they got I believe a sandwich, and they ate it up. So this place is good. Although I only went once, it was good when I went. And inside it's super cute and aesthetic, a lot of natural lighting. So if you're just taking a stroll in Hermann Park, stop by, or, you know, grab a cup of coffee and walk around Hermann Park. Enjoy the day. Now that I'm recording all these voice memos or voiceovers for this video, I have gone to so many cafes. But the next cafe is called La La Land, which is located at MKT Market in the Houston Heights. There's plenty of parking since it's surrounded by a shopping center. That's what MKT Market is. And how to describe La La Land? It's super aesthetic in the sense of like Instagram as a cafe. A lot of people go here to take pictures or have photo ops, which is cool if you're into that. If you are a coffee snob like me, I'm not going to lie. The coffee is okay. They have a lot of fun little drinks, but I never ventured out because even their basic latte sometimes get wrong. But I am only sharing this place just because it's super cute looking. And if you grab a cup of coffee here, you can walk around and see the new market. Sunday Press, which is located in Oak Forest and Garden Oaks area of Houston. I was recommended to this cafe by my younger sibling who discovered it while hanging out with some friends. Whenever I went and walked in, I immediately fell in love with the interior design, or like just how it was decorated. If I was a cafe, I would describe myself as this cafe. There's also a conference room that you can book out for group projects or meetings, which I appreciate when cafes do that. And there's a section where they have small businesses and artists sell their merchandise, which we love because we want to support our Houston artists. My honest feedback about this cafe though is that their coffee is inconsistent. Again, I've had a few good cups, but other times it can be very burnt or milky tasting. And again, I get turned off by that. And I never personally tried their pastries because they look sort of dry to me. If you're from Sunday Press and watching this video, please don't get pressed. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. But my sibling has had their pastries before and they ate it, so definitely would visit if you want, you know, a cute little place to meet up with the girlies. Last but not least, Wild. And if you've been following my YouTube for a while, or you're a fan of Just Boss, in my video of places to eat in Houston, part 1, I mentioned a cafe called Grinders. The owners of Grinders is the same owners of Wild. So congratulations to them for having 3 cafes in Houston. Although this video is filmed in the Houston Heights location, I typically go to the Montrose location. Again, I'm a regular. They know my order. But whenever I'm not ordering a latte, you can trust their other drinks that they offer. Alcoholic to non-alcoholic, I like a good butterfly lemonade, and even to their THC CBD drinks. Although the Heights location doesn't offer food, the Montrose location does. And I don't really like their food or pastries. I guess, you know, God does not give both hands. But when I went with my younger cousin Amber, and I got my usual iced latte and she got a matcha, and we slurped it up. Trust. Every single time I go to Wild, I be slurping it. But definitely check out Wild. It's a very chic, jungle-esque cafe / bar. So check it out.